Hello, my people. You're welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to listen. My people, I don't come back again with another trending thing where they happen. This one, I the one that they talk say, Yanga, they go sleep, trouble go wake am. Wike don't buy market. Sowore don't they give am woto. Every day, different evidence they come out. Omo, Una sure say Wike fit survive this one. Guys, what is happening right now is going to shock you. Because I'm not sure say Wike go fit survive this one. Make we not forget say they carry rumor say e get some kind heart issue. We just hope and pray that his heart will be able to carry what is coming because Sowore is not ready to back out. Obviously, with what is happening right now, Sowore is not ready to back out. Make we not forget say Sowore don on his own. Yes, some Wike because they like to carry trouble. They go drag different trouble. He go buy market. Inside that interview where they cause this drama, so it also make sure we dey careful, make sure we no go enter the wrong hand. Guys, what is happening now? Now sure we dey the wrong hand, I been and Wike dey the wrong hand because Sowore don't want to let it slide. It's giving back-to-back evidence. So guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at these different videos, different clips. You'll be shocked to hear what is unveiling. Make we just check am now. Sowore, in less than 2 weeks of digging years on Wike, he has uncovered different staggering revelation, different fraudulent acts, both election oh no, money laundering oh no, just name it. But in full 2 years, as in guys, make we check am. In full 2 years, when he did a drag Peter Obi, he has found nothing worthy of note at all. He never find anything against Peter Obi for 2 years when he take the drag Peter Obi. Instead, he almost lose his own reputation in the process. Guys, more na check am now. My people, now see the reason why we be say this 2027 we go really open our eyes, shine our eyes, take vote the right person inside office. Yet some Wike as we speak, we know say inside the mind, he go don dey regret. Why did he start this fight in the first place? Omo, this one there, now woto back to back. Sowore dey give am. I beg if you've not subscribed to my channel, I think this is the right time to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to give you back-to-back information concerning this Sowore and Nyesom Wike matter. We are not backing out. As far as Sowore is not ready to back out, omo, we know they back out. We dey give am to una see dey hot back to back. So guys, just relax, just chillax yourself. Make you just watch all these video clips and when I dey drop for you one by one. Omo, una go really see and say Nyesom Wike na prison gate they wait for us. So my people, don't forget to share this video because other Nigerians, they need to know what is happening in Nigerian political landscape and also to follow this discussion woto back to back. So guys, now take a look.
When Wike told Sowore, continue to be lucky, one day you will meet someone you will not. Nobody expected the thunder to roll this fast because now it looks like Sowore has shifted his focus from the president and placed the full weight of his fire on Wike. And trust me, this one is heavy. So, Sowore has taken the fight global, bringing receipts from Florida, United States. He claims Wike secretly acquired million-dollar properties, not in his own name, but under his wife's name, Justice Eberechi Nyesom Wike, a sitting Court of Appeal judge in Nigeria, and then shared them to his children. In plain English, Sowore is saying Wike is laundering Nigerian wealth into American mansions. Now look at the drama. Sowore didn't just stop at allegations. He pulled up documents, property values, addresses, even Florida state laws that criminalize possession of stolen property. He is basically saying, Wike, you may control Abuja today, but America is not River State, and in the US, stolen money leaves a paper trail. Lest we forget, this is the same Wike who told Sowore it was lucky Tinubu respects the rule of law. So now the question is, who will be the unlucky one? Is it Sowore for daring to keep pushing this fight? Or is it Wike whose alleged secrets are being dragged into daylight? Because, make no mistakes, Sowore is not holding back. He called Wike an international thief, a land grabber, accused him of using money meant for the poor to buy $2 million mansion for his children, and with every tweet, every document, every dollar sign he drops, he is escalating the fight. And the irony, Wike used Trump as his shield, claiming Americans don't insult their presidents. Well, Sowore just flipped the shield into a sword. He reminded Wike that in America, presidents are dragged daily, presidents face courts, and citizens don't need law to criticize their leaders. In America, criticism is a right, not a gamble. So this is no longer just a clash of words. It is a theatrical battle. Sowore wielding hashtags, documents, and receipts. Wike the minister, fighting to defend power and image. The real suspect now is this. Sowore has declared war and is dragging Wike to a battle far from Abuja, a battlefield where American law, not Nigerian impunity, holds sway. If Wike once warned Sowore about luck, maybe it's Wike who needs all the luck in the world now, because Sowore seems determined to push all hell out for him. So Nigerians, the drama continues. The question is not whether Sowore will stop, because clearly he won't. The real question is, will Wike fight back and make Sowore unlucky? Or will this be the beginning of his political and international unraveling? It's a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.
You see, sometimes when you want to talk anyhow, this video should be directed to our leaders. Those that talk like they are always high on substance or they are always drunk. Most especially the FCT minister, which is the River State godfather. It was recently we saw a drama of the FCT minister throwing jab at Sowore, Omoyele Sowore, saying that he should be happy that he's lucky that we have a president who obeys the rule of law. That otherwise, Sowore publicly tweeting that the president is a criminal ought to have had consequence. He went ahead to say that a time will come when Sowore will not be lucky. You understand? But now, as we speak now, I'm trying to find out in what is going on recently, in the recent development. I think, what is his name? The FCT minister have just bought some serious market. He will beg for luck in what he has gotten himself into. It's not everybody you get yourself involved to. We can think he has something that he has his Costco upstairs. Let me use that word. He never knew that Omoyele Sowore is the elder brother of Jaguda. Now, Sowore has dragged Wike out in regards to the house he bought in the United States with our money, with the money they stole from Nigeria. I dare to say that. Otherwise, what is the salary of the minister to have bought a house of $2 million, which amounted to 360 billion naira? So Sowore have petitioned the United States government to look into the matter. That is a crime in that country to acquire property with fraudulent and stolen money. Now, what does it mean? If they take up his petition seriously, then your FCT minister might find it difficult visiting the US because he just might be picked up. That is not Nigeria. Remember, Ekweremadu is still in the British prison, which would never have happened in Nigeria. Now, this is where the drama got even tougher. Recently, we are aware that the United Nations General Assembly is being slated to hold in the US, I think in New York, where the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is supposed to be in attendance. So Omoyele Sowore was happy that there is no way the FCT minister would not be in company of the President to that General Assembly. So he was trying to make the authority there know that should Wike be in the US, they should pick him up for investigation and interrogation. Guess what the breaking news is? Even Tinubu will not be attending the National Assembly, the UN General Assembly. The president would not be attending. There are so many things I can make from that. Remember, the venue is the United States. I remember not long ago, I did a video asking the world and my fellow citizens, so of all the countries my president always visits for tourism, medical, and whatever reasons, why is he visiting? Why is he avoiding the United States? There were some people in my comment section that want me to remember that he has attended one event there or the other. I just ignored them. Now, this is an official event that the president must attend. But the president of Nigeria isn't going. Now, instead, he has delegated the vice president, Kashim Shettima, to replace him. You and I know that the FCT minister cannot go with Shettima. So is the president avoiding the United States based on what we think, or is avoiding this particular one so that the FCT minister will not go with him and the US authority picking him up. What exactly do you think is going on here? Because there is a drama going around the circle. Let's worry. You don't Wike for brokers. Wike just made trouble with a troublemaker. Somebody who make trouble for a living. See, Wike, it's not everybody you do that. It's not everybody you do that nonsense with. Sowore is proving to be like he's ahead of you in that game of madness. Now, I think I heard the FC minister trying to say the house he procured there was a gift from his in-law to his children. Go to the US and prove it, sir. That is not Nigeria. Just go there and prove it. How he and your in-law bought it as a gift for your children. Is that difficult? Now, you won't go to the US. Even the president will not go. I understand the case of that, the president. I know very well. Now, Shetima will be going there. As who? I don't know. But let's see how that unfolds. But in any case, I just want Sowore to know that he has cutting Wike exactly where it is hurting him. And he should please increase the volume. Hit him harder, please. Because that's the only man who is so full of himself, think he cannot be touched. Every jago that they say gets senior brother. Is that not the case here? So in any case, let's see how the drama unfolds.
Following Wike's interview on Channels TV, where he boldly claimed he didn't know his wife and children owned mansions in the United States, Sowore has now released documents showing how Wike and his wife, Justice Ebere Nyesom Wike, quietly transferred 3 Florida properties into the names of their 3 children, Jordan, Joachim, and Jasmine, in 2023. These are not rumors, these are official filings, quit claim deeds. And Sowore says this move was nothing but laundering Nigerian wealth into the United States real estate market. But that's not all. Alongside documents, Sowore dropped an old audio recording where Wike was allegedly caught arranging bribes with INEC officials to rig elections back in Rivers State. So the narrative here is building: political corruption at home, financial laundering abroad. Now let's break this down for ordinary Nigerians who may be hearing about quit claim deeds for the first time. A quit claim deed is one of the simplest ways to transfer property in the US law. So imagine writing your name on a piece of paper and handing it to someone else saying, whatever I own here is now yours. No question asked, it comes with no guarantees, no title checks, and no warranties. That is why it is cheap, fast, and often slips under the radar. For ordinary families in America, it is harmless. Parents had children to property documents, or husband transfers property to his wife, but for politicians trying to hide stolen wealth, it is gold. Why? Because it allows them to pass million-dollar homes to their children quietly, without a visible money trail, without public sale, and without scrutiny. And that is exactly what Sowore is alleging Wike did. But here is where the revelation is heavy. Under US law, quit claim deeds can't hide the original source of funds. If the money used was stolen or laundered, then those properties are considered proceeds of crime. That is trafficking in stolen property, a felony under Florida law. It also falls directly under the U.S. Department of Justice Kleptocracy Asset Recovery Initiative, the same framework used to seize stolen houses, cars, jets bought from stolen money. So beyond Nigerian politics, the fight now has international implications. Sowore is not just shooting in Abuja, he's practically handing U.S. prosecutor a roadmap of Wike's alleged laundering trail. And notice the timing. Wike was recently in London for 2 weeks for health reasons, preparing to attend the UN General Assembly with President Tinubu. Suddenly, Vice President Shetima was asked to lead the delegation instead, and Wike bailed out. Sowore is saying, connect the dots. Wike may be avoiding a trip that could expose him further on the international stage. So where does this leave us? The question is no longer whether Sowore is serious. It clearly is. The real suspense is, will US authorities pick up these trails? Will Nigerians demand answers? Or will Wike simply brush this off and look for the next enemy to fight? Because, as things stand, Sowore has moved the battlefield. This is no longer about being lucky under Tinubu's rule of law. It's about whether Wike himself has finally run out of luck on foreign soil. It's the truth at the time. Take care and have a nice day.
See Wike, the minister for building houses and buying cars for judges.
Minister for FCT.
No, minister for building homes and buying cars for judges.
There is nothing like that.
No,
No, he may choose to do
Yes,
that.
is
But
that what he's
officially,
doing?
the nomenclature is Minister for FCT.
But is that what is he doing in the FCT? The road leading to my house. The road leading to my house. Here in Apo, we are the one that gathered money to construct it. The estates in the place, we gathered money to construct it. Most of the estates, and these are major roads.
Come to look at
but
it.
he's building houses for judges.
Yes, come to look at it. We just talk about corruption now, and they say their welfare is not too good.
Is it not corruption? Is it not corruption?
Oh, he's not supposed to do that.
Hold on.
He's not supposed to do
Is
that.
it not corruption for governors to be building houses and dashing judges' cars? Listen, impropriety, as defined under the rules for judicial officers, is defined as any act or conduct likely to be seen by the right-thinking member of the society to be compromised. If a governor gives a judge car,
Just like a favor.
it's like a favor. You build him a house, every day he wakes up in that house. You say, it's His Excellency that gave me the house. If His Excellency becomes a litigant in his favor, in his court, he will not be fair. He will not be fair-minded. He will not be resolute about litigating that particular matter. So that is what we call judicial compromise and bias. You cannot give the judiciary enough money to build their houses for themselves to buy their own cars.
Provided for in the budget.
Yes.
Not as a favor.
Yes.
All right, away from that, comrade, your friend and ally, Omoyele Sowore, is in the eye of the storm again.
Yes, indeed.
For calling the president or describing the president in an unprintable words.
A criminal. You call the president a criminal.
Is that right?
Well,
was that right?
He's entitled to his opinion. He's expressing his opinion. You cannot criticize the man's opinion.
Was his opinion right? Or is his opinion right?
Listen, universally, presidents have been called all sorts of names. Barack Obama was called...
In other climes.
Yeah, Barack Obama was called a terrorist, multiply,
in
criminal.
In US.
George W. Bush was called a criminal.
In US.
Yes.
That climb.
Donald Trump was called a corrupt criminal.
In another climb.
The Queen is called similar name.
In UK.
The British Prime Minister.
Now,
the President of France was slapped.
Do we have the same...
Now, let me tell you the beauty of democracy. The beauty, okay. Are we not pretending to be practicing democracy?
Of course.
So why are we worried? And the DSS, criminal deformation of civil is personal. Cannot be transferred by Bluetooth. The DSS cannot inherit the injury, that personal injury
inflicted on President.
Yes, that personal injury. Hold on.
They cited national security.
Hold on. We've been hearing national security since the time of Abacha. National security was used to kill people who struggle to get friends with people in this country. National security is what they used to steal money. National Assembly. We are tired of this national security bullshit. What we are saying is that the so-called personal injury suffered from calling Tinubu a criminal cannot be transferable. The DSS cannot inherit the injury. That the attempt for the DSS to charge Omoyele Sowore, who is a presidential candidate who contested against Tinubu, because the ingredients of defamation is that there must not be malice.
Right.
So what is the malice in people who contested election all over the world? When Barack Obama was the president of the United States of America, and Donald Trump wanted to take over, but challenging him, there was no name that Donald Trump did not call Barack Obama. Barack Obama did not sue him.
I don't believe this Tinubu.
Hold on, this Tinubu called Jonathan unprintable name. There's no name. This Tinubu didn't call Jonathan when he was in opposition. So what has changed? Okay. Oh, now suddenly he's found himself in the kitchen. He no longer likes the heat.
Okay, let's look at it from this perspective. Sowore actually made that statement aftermath of Tinubu's outing in Brazil.
Yes, indeed.
Where he said he has eliminated corruption in Nigeria.
Yes.
But I think the president actually made a mistake. The aides corrected the statement. That what president meant was he has eliminated corruption in the forex, in the money market, in the forest market. Now, forest market and Nigeria are not the same. Nigeria is the whole country. Forest market is just a subsector of the economy. Now, he said we don't need to know the CBN governor before we can access dollar. It could be true, it could be not. Is that enough to call the president in that, with that name? Is that
Sowore is entitled to his opinion. And there are things I don't even want to go there because of censorship for you. This president, didn't he make a forfeiture in the US?
That has been taken care of by the Presidential Election Tribunal. And the Supreme Court.
So people cannot run opinions.
I thought they said it was irrelevant to his election.
Okay, so people cannot run opinions as a result of his forfeiture of $460,000.
I don't think that's right. People should be
that the Illinois court
Yes, forfeiture.
claim
Yes.
were from drug trafficking.
Yes,
So
yes.
what are you talking about? See, anyway.
And it's in our memory.
Anyway,
we need to talk about it.
Let me tell you something very simple.
Yeah.
That we cannot wait to get to court with the DSS. We cannot wait to have President
Will you be
Tinubu.
part of
Yes, of course.
No, there are two cases.
I'll be part
There are
of,
two cases
I'm
now.
part of all the legal team.
Okay, there are two cases.
So very simple. We cannot wait to have President Tinubu in the dock
Will you-
to come and tell us
do you think he'll win this case?
how he was defamed.
Do you think we will win this case under the present circumstance?
Listen, there's no way that the DSS can now become the injured party. There's no way.
They should be more concerned about security
Look
matter.
listen.
Not personal thing
Nigeria is
inflicted on Tinubu.
Nigeria is a country where a bandit leader who has killed terrorist people come on national television and is issuing further threats.
And nothing happened.
But nobody, DSS is not interested.
2 days
that.
ago in Katsina,
But yes,
they
that's
appeared
what
at
I'm
the-
referring to.
and nothing
That's what
happened.
I'm referring to. And you have the temerity to say you want to charge Sowore for expressing his view. And the courts, severally in Bakare and Ishola, and also Ibiana and Uba, have said that verbal abuse, vulgar abuse, does not amount to defamation. For instance, if I say you are a madman, if I say, but then you are a madman in anger, I say, but then you are a thief, you are a criminal. The courts have held that it's not defamation. And like I've said,
You have not defamed me by calling me
I
a
have
thief,
not.
madman.
I have not. Verbal abuse. You are stupid. You are. How can that be?
So it remain there. Verbal
That's
abuse.
defamation. For
Do we expect
instance,
President Tinubu to also call Sowore criminal?
you can call him anything. His opinion. Or how far all they contested against each other.
But there are people who believe Sowore is doing all this because he's a US citizen. Do you believe in that assertion?
Sowore is not even a US citizen. Unfortunately,
it's a lie.
His family lives.
He doesn't have dual citizenship.
He doesn't. His family lives in the US. He has
Completely.
never taken US citizenship before. You can go on. Anyway, you can
But
always
you know
interview
Foreigners
him.
thrive in Nigeria very well because of the way we use social media.
Well, you see, people are entitled to their opinion, and that's what the Constitution has guaranteed. The Constitution has re-emphasized again and again that the issue freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and also freedom to impart and receive information. So, by the time you begin to curtail people's rights via DSS and police and all this, it is harassment simplicity, no matter how you try to sugarcoat or color it. What we are witnessing in Nigeria, which is very regrettable and unfortunate, is that we now have an atmosphere of fear in the country where freedom before speech is guaranteed. The freedom after speech is not guaranteed, and it's really a sad one. And journalists have not been left out of this madness.
Exactly.
In just the preceding weeks, we've had a lot of journalists have been arrested and detained.
There was a Kebbi incident.
Kebbi, Kwara, all over the place, and this is a government that criticized military. They joined Nadeko. Some of them even claim they were in exile. But look at what they are doing today.
Establish a radio station, legal radio station.
So look at what they are doing today.
Bruce, I want us to take a listen to you some Wike speaking about him being hospitalized in a UK hospital. Let's listen to him.
I go with CFOs to make sure that the work is not being delayed. But this man, I said, whatever I did, I must travel. I must. And I must travel without any file. So if the whole place will crumble, let it crumble. Because one has to be alive before you satisfy other people. This job we are doing, there are people waiting for you. The day you drop, they will announce another presidency. So you must make sure while you are working, you also take time out and relax. So I said, let me travel. Before I know it, I was here that they said they were sick. I heard they said they have heart attack. God will continue to help them to have heart attack. It is my prayer I will sign their condolences. It's my prayer very soon. I will write a letter, we are sorry. We lost him. But take heart. It's God that gives, it's God that has taken. You see, the level of this country where we are, we play politics with everything. How somebody can sit down, just all kinds of things.
Okay. Sir?
Please, is this how a minister is supposed to be talking?
How is he supposed to be talking?
This thing he said about praying for condolence visit and all that.
He said that somebody sat down and wrote that kind of thing about him.
yeah.
That the reverse will be the case. He will be the one to sign condolence visit, not people signing condolence visit for him.
Esther, you know why? When government officials travel with your taxpayers' money, you ought to know why they are traveling. You ought to know what they are going to do. When they leave people in limbo, wouldn't they speculate? Wouldn't the press speculate?
But this story, when it came out, sounded very certain. Remember when Taoreed Lagbaja also passed on? Somebody wrote it.
Exactly. They keep hiding things. They keep hiding things.
The government denied it. The person said they saw him.
They keep hiding things, and the press are eager for news. That is their job. They must know what each one of you are doing in that office. So did the Wike tell anybody why he was traveling and where he was traveling to? Did he? And you think people will not begin to speculate? Okay, when he went to go and buy those houses in US with our money, did he tell us he was going to buy houses?
I was expecting him to actually.
He will not address that. He will not. All those ones.
Florida mansion.
He will keep quiet. Esther, they will not talk about it. He will not talk. Even his principal will not ask him. Esther, you can see our people. You are talking about people, but your own, you are not talking about it. Okay, you are in good health, Abi. Why are you sounding like that?
How is it sounding?
Esther, why is the Wike sounding like that?
That's a baritone voice.
By what?
Baritone.
Go and listen to Barry White, even though he's late. Go and listen to his music. You will see baritone voice.
So this one is not baritone.
This one is. Esther, let's go on. Because I remember what Atiku said. Okay.
Sorry. Barrister Darlington. Okay, no wahala. Meanwhile, in the same vein while he was addressing, he says that Sowore is very lucky that you don't call the president a criminal. That Sowore is very, very lucky that the president is someone that abides by the rule of law. That's what he said. He said that he should count himself fortunate to have a president who respects the rule of law. He says this is a country where somebody on social media will say, Mr. President is a criminal, nothing will happen. You say all kinds of things you want to say, but nothing will happen. No matter how you see people criticize Trump, have you ever seen any American citizen on social media or in the public say, President is a criminal? Have you heard that?
Of course. The lawmaker that we had a show with the other day, he said it severally. In fact, as I talk to you now, Donald Trump is on a suspended sentence. So after his presidency, Donald Trump will go to jail. It's as sure as I'm sitting here. Nothing will stop that case. He's already waiting. All the courts have already, approved of that sentence. In fact, some presidents have suffered worse fate in the hands of their people.
Barrister Darlington, so bringing us back to the situation now, is Wike telling us that if it was him, Sowore would not go scot-free by declaring the president such a term?
That's what he's saying now. But the ones he have committed, did anybody take him to jail? This thing is doing in River State now. Is it not worthy for him to appear before the court? Because when you are causing breach of peace, it's an offense. When police want to charge you for protesting, they say breach of peace, public order and all that. Is that not what we can caught in River State? And it's an offense under our law. So what is now? You just want to instigate Tinubu against Sowore. You can see how he's doing it. Yes, he's now asking the president to do something about this. But you remember that worse things has happened and nobody said anything.